very good wrestler, one of the best no-gi grapplers out of the Atos Training Jiu-Jitsu Academy in San Diego. Here we go, Dante Leon quickly sitting to guard there. Mike Perez trying to work past the legs.
Yeah, and Dante has some tremendous inversions, both inside and outside. Very, very good at going under, either both inside and outside, and coming up with those. Using those to come up, get the back, et cetera, et cetera. He's very good at that. Exceptionally good. There he goes inside.
Perez sitting back on that leg.
He's trying to shoot his leg in for a leg lock there. He's trying to shoot that foot through. Perez with that left leg in the middle, trying to keep the De La Riva hook down. Looking to peel the hand off.
So it looks like Kaynan Duarte has defeated Diego Pato by submission. Will take on Declan Moody later on today. Back to the action here. Dante Leon, Mike Perez.
Dante trying to make some connection with the feet. Perez, that left leg in the middle. Again, De La Riva here for Dante Leon. Perez doing a good job of staying pretty clean at the moment. He's not really engaging too hard. If Leon comes forward, he's blocking the attempts at inversions. Let's see if he can start to advance. So hands on the knees, start to pull the knees through, shift from left to right. There's another outside roll. For a moment, looked like Dante wanted to scoop and get in front and scoop up that leg. That's a good method if that's what he was thinking. It's a very nice way to make someone turn when you have that hook. You scoop it, you put pressure on the knee, it turns the knee inward with that De La Riva style hook.
.55 seconds left and there will be points scored. Mica Galvão advances on his mat.
Yeah, Perez at the moment just kind of happy to stay here. We'll see if his approach changes once points happen. Right now he's done a good job of defending, but now we need some. He's going to have to change the approach to start to advance. And we'll see if that begins to happen. There's that scoop. And the De La Riva leg has to come up a little higher for that technique to bend the knee in. That was a low De La Riva hook. So now we'll have points in this one. You can see Perez looks like he starts to pick it up right away, but again, steps in the middle.
Four minutes, 43 seconds left in this match.
Trying to jump over the legs, Perez, but in the scoop with that right hand. So Perez trying to get on the leg drag there, but nice, almost an entry into the inside Giancarlo position. Perez stepped across the hip and Leon threaded that high leg over. And that's dangerous. Perez in on the arm in, but defended. Arm in guillotine attempt there, but Leon defended. Perez looking for that near side underhook. Now he should go if he's going to go. Yeah, just a little bit. The knees were very loose, so when you dig that, you need to keep your knee blocking the hip and then immediately start putting your head down. Pick up his head up. Dante looks like he's going to try to pull this leg through. So he's going to elevate with the left leg and then pull the leg through. Now he's changed his grip structure quite a bit. So now shin to shin, but he sat down and Perez got deep in there. Another inversion attempt, but just too far away is Perez.
Minute and 40 seconds left in this absolute match. Dante Leon versus Mike Perez. No points scored yet. It's been a eventful ADCC World Championships, as it always is.
Just 1 minute left here in the first 10. Dante with an elbow deep grip here now. See if he can lift any more and bring this leg in, but Perez holding the head up. That's going to make it hard for him, for Leon to bring Perez forward. Yeah, he's going to step out of that again.
Overtime has begun.
Yep. So we'll see now. Really a lot of lull in the action. Not really a lot of commitment by either guy in the first 10 minutes. Perez trying a guillotine, but the angle was bad. Dante Leon now locked his hands. Let's see if he can keep that head on the floor and pummel his legs up and over. You can use your he could use his right leg pummel and keep the knee by the hip. He could also slide his knee across the waist. Got double underhook, so he could slide the left leg all the way across the waist if he wanted. That would help his balance to the side of his head. And then that clears Mike's legs. There's one pummel to that side. You can do that. Now he's going to use the foot to bring the hips up. And he's losing the near side, so he may not be able to mount now. But he may get past the guard here. He lost the height, essentially, of the near side underhook. And tried to roll the back. Perez followed awesome and cleared him out. So definitely some opportunity in there for Leon on that near pass.
Call 3 minutes. Tie. Sorry, I was going to say 3.5 left in this match.
Yeah, thumb post there for Perez to counter that collar tie. And then nice little snap down. Snapping the collar tie off when the thumb post makes that space. There's a shot by Leon. Let's see if he can get around the corner. I think he's going to slide to the guard, but there he goes.
Dante Leon, we talk about the absolute division. Dante Leon's one of these guys that he's not afraid to enter into the absolute division at any time. He's been, very active in the IBJJF no-gi scene.
Yeah, and he's got the strength to do it. So butterfly hook for Leon with the body lock. They dumped the underhooks there, but had to let that go because there's just too much distance. Trying to get in on the legs with an inversion. Perez slipping out, stepping out, unable to clear himself. It's high steps out of everything. Perez in this same headquarters style position. Leon needs to move him up and out or pummel the right leg through or pummel the right leg over the top like that to clear that out. And you can go shin to shin.
Still no points. 1:03 left to go. This is just a crazy day. John Jones just rolled up behind us. John Williams. Everyone's freaking out in the building right now.
Yeah. And really, this has been the story here of this match. Leon trying to get something going with the inversion. Perez just defending and then stepping out and resetting himself.
16 seconds left. I'm not sure if they'll go to a second overtime for the absolute matches. I feel like that might be it, right? We'll see.
I would assume that will be it. And
yeah. Mike and Dante both trying to sell that.
Yeah.
That win. So
that's a tough decision there. Like,
and Dante Leon advances in the absolute. You know, Dante is one of the, you know, probably Canada's best grappler right now. And he has a ton of experience, super powerful, super experienced. But to derail the Mica Galvão train today is gonna take, it's gonna take a lot.
it is.
Mica with the foot sweep attempt.
Off that collar tie. So there's that ankle pick again. And Mica just has that flexibility and strength to drop down there in a matter of no time at all. Goes from head all the way down there at just with basically a waist bend, not even bending the legs, and able to pull up there. It takes a lot of flexibility and strength through that range of motion to be able to do those things.
Eight minutes, 45 seconds left in this match.
Oh, he ran around the guard there and got his leg entangled.
Dante's got a bite on that ankle.
He got it.
Oh my gosh! Dante Leon just submitted Mica Galvão.
And that I don't know if that's the same ankle that was busted up really badly. I have no idea, but
Dante wanted this rematch. He's been chomping at the bit for years. Not only did he get the win finally.
And Kaynan has looked like typical Kaynan Duarte fashion in this absolute division. Look at this, Dante immediately pulling.
Listen, one of the ways to win here for Dante is definitely going to be into the legs. So I like him boogieing here down to the, down to the mat while they're still kind of dry.
Yep.
You know,
historically.
With that being said, Duarte is such a handful on top. I mean, just the pressure, the passing, but again, when you look at ways to win, this is up there. This is up there for Leon, so I like him attacking this early.
Well, if you think about it historically, Jay, Kaynan Duarte, two notable defeats have been at the hands of Tim Spriggs and Roberto Cyborg Abreu, both of which were heel hooks.
Dante also has very good wrestle ups. If he's able to put, Lucas Lepre had a great wrestle up on Lepre in 2019 ADCC. But if he's able to put Duarte's hands to the mat and come up on a wrestle up, get behind him, that's another, avenue for him. But if he could get in on a leg. Heavy pressure from split squat for Duarte. Butterfly in. Shelves the leg across the far hip. He does not want that leg to creep across there. And that's what's going to allow him to flatten Leon out and get chest to chest.
Dante Leon, 2022 bronze medalist. As we had mentioned in Kaynan's earlier matches, today a 3-time ADCC world champion, looking for a 4th here in this absolute division. Looking to follow in the footsteps of his coach, Andre Galvão.
The winner of the absolute to take on the winner of the main event super match, Gordon Ryan, the reigning defending champion, and the challenger, Yuri Samos, the 2022 absolute champion. Leon trying to create some space here. I will say this, if this gets to the points period and, you know, Duarte hasn't passed, they probably will start giving him some action calls and some nudging towards being a bit less passive. Moving a bit now from the feet, moves himself back to that split squat.
A lot of pressure always on the leg in between by Kaynan Duarte, as now he muffles the face of Dante. Getting tight once again, back in this half guard.
He will get chest to chest again. I like that Dante is bringing that left arm across. He has a like rear naked choke grip, just trying to prevent the underhook on that far side. Just over a minute until points between the Atos representative Kaynan Duarte on top position, a representative from Adamus and Pedigo submission. Dante Leon, Canadian from the Great North, are getting called for action. I don't know if it was both top and bottom or just top, but action call from the referee is going to tell him get boogieing.
The half guard of Dante Leon very loose here. This kind of just continues to put that shoulder pressure forward, perhaps waiting to pass until 20 more seconds have transpired to where that pass would yield some points.
Leon again doing a good job of making sure he's not giving up the underhook. Looks like Duarte's trying to address that now by separating the arms. Now Duarte's final match, he didn't get those pass points because he had started the sequence before points and finished the pass after points. You have to start the sequence in the points period to get those points. Opening up a bit more, clamped on that far side leg.
See if Dante can create an elevation and perhaps get under Duarte's right side. Well, look at this. Opportunity to get under for Dante Leon.
This is what he wanted.
Now fighting to get up. And they're back on the feet. 4 minutes, 5 seconds left in regulation. Back in neutral.
Dante, very good wrestler as well. Again, he's 2 weight classes up here in this match, but I think Dante spends enough time in the weight room to at least make up for it a bit. Very smart grappler too. Duarte, incredibly hard to score on in this rule set. In on the shot, trying to drive through Duarte. Tight on that front head, able to sprawl it out. Duarte in on the shot.
Has the single. Look at that. Pulls the hips in, gets the takedown. That's going to be 2 points for Duarte.
Solid takedown from Kaynan. He'll restart back in the middle, butterflied off. Better spot to be than half guard. Starting body locked off here. Doesn't look like Duarte wants to be body locked though. He's trying to posture up, get those arms out of there, and moves back to his split squat. Lifting up on that leg as he's piercing that knee over top. Just making it really uncomfortable for Dante. Pulling the head, even had that muffler on for a second. See Leon trying to elevate him, but whew, with Duarte holding that ankle, he's kind of taking away the ability to elevate that leg. Reconnects. 2:20 to go. Duarte up by 2. Winner moving on to the finals to face the winner of Giancarlo Bodoni, the 88 kilogram champion.
2 minutes.
Or the minus 99 kilogram bronze medalist, Cyborg Abreu. Dante Leon, the lightest of the 4 remaining at 77 kilogram division. Duarte.
Look at that.
Yeah, just a.
That was a throat strike. Now big opportunity for Kaynan Duarte to settle into a position that might drain the rest of the time.
Chest to chest from half guard. He's got heavy shoulder pressure. Up by 2. And again, if he still has 2 warnings to go, you know, before negatives, he can kind of coast here if he wants to preserve some energy for the finals. Women's final, gonna be Adele Fornerino and Bia Mesquita.
Dante Leon's got 40 seconds to mount this 2-point comeback and at the very least send this to overtime. He's gonna need a big effort.
Oh, gets that crossface just as Dante was getting up on his shoulder. Flattened out here, 15 seconds to go. Again, Duarte could just kind of hold position, not get turned over. Yeah, Leon working his way up to an elbow, building some height here, trying to wrestle across, not gonna be enough time.
And Kaynan Duarte is gonna move on to the absolute final. He'll take on the winner of Giancarlo Bodoni and Roberto Cyborg Abreu.
I just don't know if that match happened yet.
I'm not sure it did either. But Kaynan Duarte gets it done. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back. Don't go anywhere.
It's the bronze medal match going down on mat number 2. In the blue corner, fighting out of Austin, Texas, 2-time ADCC champion, representing New Wave Jiu-Jitsu, ladies and gentlemen, Giancarlo.
Yeah, Giancarlo Bodoni makes his return to the mats today. Man, Giancarlo's had some wars here.
Fighting out of the red corner, from Toledo, Ohio, by way of Ontario, Canada, he's a 2-time ADCC medalist,
Hey, what's up? Dante Leon is back. Pulled off one of the biggest upsets against Mica Galvão. Submitted Mica Galvão. Could we see him pull off a submission against Giancarlo Bodoni? Anything's possible today.
It is, I'll tell you. Been a crazy weekend.
This has been the ADCC of upsets. I just expect the unexpected. Giancarlo Bodoni, two-time ADCC world champion, won one of those today. And 2023 Dallas Open champion, won the East Coast Trials in 2021. Man, Bodoni's looking awesome. Had a war with Cyborg just now.
Yeah,
and Dante
he's had a hard day.
Absolutely. And Dante Leon took out Mica Galvão. Here we go. Dante Leon versus Giancarlo Bodoni. This is for the ADCC bronze medal.
Dante trying to pull himself underneath here. Bodoni looking to get a very tight cross face. Leon's going to get in at least on the leg. Now Bodoni is trying to turn out of that. Almost, he was trying to catch that straight knee bar, I think, and Bodoni extracts his foot, but that was tight. I mean, he had good friction on the leg. Now he's got the little short hook in here. Try to put a squeeze in the other leg now.
Bodoni spinning out, and Dante continuing to attack.
Yeah, Bodoni trying to drive forward to get some weight on his foot. Comes up to the standing, try to get up to the standing position. Dante putting some good pressure on the foot, but Bodoni there and spins out. Extracts his foot once again.
Seven minutes, 46 seconds left in this match. This is the bronze medal match of the ADCC Absolute Division.
Heavy right hip there with that knee block. Putting pressure on the knee shield there. Bodoni with the head down, that's good. Head down starts to really create that pressure, but then again, it stepped around too far, and again, once again, finds himself. See if he's going to try to turn out of this. This is where Dante tries to catch the knee bar, but he's just a little bit. Bodoni's on it, but Dante Leon using his head to create a lot of twisting pressure, so that creates that turn, and then when Bodoni turns, he's trying to catch the knee bar on the spin, but he's not quite able to get it.
Points will be starting to score in about 1 minute and 45 seconds. It's just crazy, you know. Bodoni already won his division. He's fighting for the bronze here. We saw multiple gold medalists in the women's absolute, and you know, our finals, Kaynan and Cyborg, feels like we've seen that before in many different events, but two of the best to ever do it in submission grappling here at ADCC. Bodoni putting tons of pressure, looking to pass the guard of the young Canadian, Dante Leon.
Yeah, I'd like to see Bodoni start putting the right leg and pummeling it over the top of that foot right there that's coming out. That way he's really free of the legs, because right now what's been happening is if he gets too far forward, Dante can scoop the leg, and then because the right leg is on the inside, he can move him. So if he pummels that leg over the top, he really won't be able to move Bodoni. But now we're on the other side. So, and a different type of passing position where he has the right leg stapled. Bodoni's really turning that left hip. So. Coming back into the same side over here. See, that's how he's getting in, and that right leg was staying on the inside, and so that's what's letting Bodoni move, or excuse me, Leon move Bodoni. He's hugging the hips, but his foot is stuck up by the head, so he's gonna have to get his foot down and keep an underhook. So let's see if he can get his legs out. Yeah, he did, and work on this right underhook. So the right arm needs to either get crossface or, better yet, underhook the bottom arm. But right now it's a crossface. But the problem is he doesn't have an underhook. He only has a crossface. So Leon could still push away and invert, because a crossface by itself won't always stop an inversion. But it just depends on how much effort Leon wants to put into that.
4 minutes left in this match. Dante Leon trying to recover, trying to off-balance Giancarlo. Giancarlo's just smashing that top leg of Dante. Looking to switch. Using that progressive system of passing.
Much better for him now. He's got that cross face. His left arm is around the hip, around the low back. That's a lot of pressure. Yep, he'll be able to use that leg to come out, and now he can use his hand to start pushing the legs and move the legs farther and farther. There's his left hand should start pushing this knee down to the floor. He's trying, but he's got to do that sooner rather than later, because the crossface won't last forever with Dante Leon's arms in there. Yep, he lost it.
Minutes left.
Let's not forget we got the after party tonight in Hakasa.
Again, that scoop. Again, the leg comes around. There's the bear trap now. Again. Bodoni Cabarimbolo, Leon, that's another counter from here, is if he just puts his right leg over the waist, dives his right shoulder forward, and goes for a Berimbolo. It just gets your leg out, but it's somewhat hard to take the back, but you can do it. It's a very good counter to the bear trap. Right now, he should right shoulder roll. He just elects to stay heavy on top, though. That's a great counter.
Nice crossface right there. He's looking to free that left leg is Bodoni. Man, how bittersweet must it be for Dante. You know, he beat the favorite of the bracket, Mica Galvão. Finally got his revenge. but obviously got shut down by Kaynan and maybe even Bodoni here.
Yeah.
But man, you know, this is, at the end of the day, people will remember that submission on Mica forever, right?
Oh,
no
yeah.
one's been able to submit Mica like that, especially anyone close to his weight. Well, for a long time, at least since last ADCC.
Yeah.
So it's been a couple years since we saw Mica Galvão be submitted, but Dante Leon just did just that.
Dante with that short hook again. You gotta be careful with your foot here if you're Bodoni. I mean, you can get a lot of pressure on that leg right there.
Dante's got a nice little bite. Will he use it to get on top there?
Yeah, he's got to free this foot, that hook back behind. This is trouble on the knee. He needs to free that hook with the right, that's hooking on his right leg. There he does. Now there's a counter toe hold coming just to untie that calf slicer. That was a nice counter attack.
.23 seconds left in this match. Bodoni continuing to pressure on top of Dante Leon.
Again, the same position. It's that left arm is in a nice position. The right arm should be working on the knees again. And that's time. So very close to passing, but never made it past all the way.
Overtime.
All right, 5-minute overtime, back in the feet. You know, there's the discussion of who can take who down, and then there's also the discussion of who can utilize the ADCC rules off the takedown to either score or get an advantageous position, or kind of game the system a little bit, you know, get to the ground without being penalized. So it's not just technical, it's tactical. Look at that shot by Dante Leon. Stuffed and cradled by Bodoni. Bodoni gets him to his back.
Yeah, and that's what you mean there. So that's still 0. So it's not a guard pull.
Because it was a 3-second wait.
Correct. There's that pummel that I was referencing earlier by Bodoni. It's a good idea from the pummel the right leg. It just makes sure that if Leon can get access to that other leg, it's really becomes difficult to move Bodoni. This is a nice scoop there. Bodoni's able to easily straighten his knee, but again, there's another scoop of the leg. At this time, Leon elects not to go underneath there.
Just under 3 minutes left in this overtime. Should be a 1 overtime, even though it's a bronze medal match.
Yeah.
And that's it. We're on to the finals and the super fight. 3 matches left after this.
And
Dante Leon just looking so good. Look at the guard work of Dante Leon. Just making distance, extending Bodoni, keeping him active, trying to off balance him as much as he can.
trying to drive forward. Got that hip post on that left side, but that lasso, yeah, you had to take the left arm out because the lasso leg will hold that, will hold you at bay. Again, converting. Bodoni keeping his legs safe. Now Bodoni's threading that left foot through. He'll need to step over the leg on the right side if he's going to elect to go that other side. But
less than a minute match. Less than a minute left in this match, sorry. It's very challenging because there's not one, you know, it's like, what secret could somebody say at this point for Dante to get up? Because Bodoni's so damn big and he's so technical. It's such a hard task to sweep. But now Dante tangling up that leg. He's going for it. Last 15 seconds. He's grabbing the heel.
Yeah, he's trying to get Bodoni to turn and then catch a knee bar when he turns. But that's not going to happen. Right? Time's going to expire.
Very tough match.
Yeah.
Exhausting match for both young men. Giancarlo Bodoni already got his gold medal. Let's see if he takes a bronze here at the 2024 ADCC World Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, on bout number 2, your bronze medalist, Dante Leon.
And Dante Leon has done it again.